This September, one of Europe's biggest fears was realized. The Nord Stream gas pipeline linking Russia to Germany will remain shut. As this decision was announced, Germany and the rest of Europe started bracing for the disaster.
Winter is coming.
And winter is coming. Winter has come at last.
Can Putin freeze Europe to death? Can he plunge Germany into darkness? And how long would it take for Germany and Europe to find alternatives? And at what cost? In the aftermath of the G7 decision to apply a price cap on Russian oil, Gazprom, the Russian oil company that controls the Nord Stream pipeline, has announced that the pipeline will remain shut. So how is Putin using gas as an economic weapon? And how far can he go? And how will Europe respond? Putin is leading a war, and war is expensive. Russia can't afford cutting off its revenue on oil. At the same time, keeping uncertainty in the energy market is making gas prices volatile, and Russia is benefiting. Putin considers his war as a necessity for Russia to survive. Remember that the situation was initiated because of the West's consideration for allowing Ukraine to join NATO. This is an existential threat to Putin, and so a legitimate reason to go to war. And that war is an existential threat to Europe, too. Let's keep in mind that image, a powerful dictator invading a sovereign country. This is a traumatizing image that Europe will not soon forget, and it explains why they're so opposed to the Russian occupation and why they're choosing economic war instead of the battlefield, especially Germany. Despite its clear position for the war, Germany is avoiding pushing the Russians too far. They have the biggest economy, and they're relying on Russian gas the most. This is why their support for Ukraine has been very calculated, to the point of being criticized for not being serious enough. The famous 5,000 helmets Germany sent to Ukraine as military support was a joke to foreign politicians and a frustration to the Ukrainian army.
Where's the bloody Air Force?
Since warfare is not an option, the European-Russian confrontation was made economic. It's been the case since the beginning, and the new oil cap is just another milestone. Which brings us back to Putin.
I'm back.
Less money means less chances to win the Ukrainian war, putting Russia in danger. And Putin won't accept it, and would go as far as he can to protect his nation, even if it means destroying Europe's economy. A destruction that can already be seen, the impact of Russian gas manipulation on Euro economies and societies, is heavy already. For example, in the UK, reports say that as many as 400,000 households could be in trouble when it comes to energy supply, and 3 million people could be tipped into poverty. Fear is felt in the households and small businesses that can't afford their energy bills, and won't be able to sustain their activities in the winter. They'll have to shut down. And the rest of Europe is not any better. Europe has been anticipating this. The Euro countries have been increasing their supplies of gas for the winter, but the new shutdown interrupted this strategy. So, should Europe brace for the worst?
Affirmative.
Europe is working hard to find alternatives to Russian gas. This includes relying on green energy and finding new energy markets. Still, it's a medium-term solution, and we'll need to wait till next summer to see if any of them are implemented. For the short term, Europe is counting on reducing its gas intake while using oil money benefits to support customers, control the inflation, and put energy bills under control. If the pipelines remain shut, Germany and the rest of Europe will have to use other alternatives for energy. The short-term solution will be gasoline, and that will be used to supply power stations and generate electricity. But that would reveal a new problem. If Europe uses gasoline as a source of energy, then gasoline prices will inflate and would impact the prices of most goods and services. The impact may be huge on Europe and will also impact other countries around the world. To conclude, Putin will go as far as he can, but he won't be able to freeze Europe to death, nor put them into darkness, not literally at least. Still, he is certainly able to impact their economies and make them feel the cold.
Cool party.
The question now is, do you think European economies will survive the winter? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for a new, warm video every week.